Hello, I will be talking about the pitch and brief of our thriller Jessamine. The name of our production company is CBM Productions. We chose to use this name simply just because of our three different names and we combine it, Charlie, Becky and Matt. This was just to make our production company more personal to us. The name of our thriller is Jessamine, which is named after the doll. We chose the name Jessamine as it is a very different and unique name to show how different our thriller will be. The other reason we chose to just have a doll's name as the title is to not give too much away about the film and make people want to come and see the thriller. The opening of our thriller is basically going to start and end with a little girl's life, show how this particular doll has had an impact on her. However, the opening isn't very long and we will just show the ending with the parents packing the little girl's stuff away and flashbacks to show parts when the doll was affecting the girl's life. The main reason for the opening of the thriller will be just to show the whole story evolves around the doll. The main reason we have chosen to use a doll is because stereotypically it is a prop of a lot of films use, e.g. Annabelle, and goes with coding conventions, especially when it is a scary doll, as I will update a blog post later, explain how I've made the doll to be more scary and fit thriller coding conventions. The reasons why we chose not to include a lot of characters in our thriller is because of the coding conventions of thriller normally show an isolation, and by not having many characters around the doll gives it a thriller title. By using a mum and dad as well helps bring in a sense of realism, which again goes with coding conventions as most thrillers are set around normal day life as the audience can relate to this and have a larger impact on them. The setting of our thriller will be partly in a house to show realism and then woods, as many other thrillers use woods as their main place to shoot, as woods are dark and isolated, which again goes with coding conventions. The main props we will be using in our opening to our thriller is a doll, and this obviously Jessamine, which is what the thriller is represented around, which I explained earlier on, which fits coding conventions. We will also be using boxes to pack away the little girl's belongings and items such as photo frames, toys, again to show a sense of realism. The costume will just be plain dark for the parents and Becky, as this connotates death and danger, and we will explain a lot more into props and costume later on another blog post. The film was definitely influenced from the film Annabelle. The film starts with the same opening scene from The Conjuring in 1970, in which two young women and a young man are telling Ed and Lorraine Warren about their experiences with a doll called Annabelle, which they believe is haunted. This definitely relates to our story, as the doll Annabelle is affecting other people in a bad way, which is exactly what Jessamine is doing. However, ours hasn't got so many characters in it, and we are trying to tell the story of how the little girl has grown up with her doll Jessamine, and the bad experience that have happened to them both over the year and caused this to happen, from bullying and getting abused from her family. So ours has more of a different twist to it to make it more of an original storyline. The impact we want to have in an audience is very dramatic, as most thrillers are very dramatic and make you on the edge of your seat and make your anxiety increase. So we just want to have a typical thriller atmosphere in the whole performance of the movie itself. Thank you for listening.